So my name is Avalon. I'm the campus manager of this beautiful bootcamp here, and I wanted to wish you all a warm welcome to our 8th demo day here in Barcelona. And before we start, I would like to see who we have in our audience. I'm quite curious to know who came to an event like this. Hello? What's your name? Lucas. Can you tell us why did you come to this event tonight?
Because we just want to see demos and see what other startups are doing and just see what's up. And network, of course.
And network, okay, great. Thank you. Another person. Hi. Hi. You're a familiar face. Hi.
Hi, Avalon.
Hi, why did you come tonight?
Well, I'm an ex-student and I come to spy.
To spy and support, I hope. Okay, well, I'm sure you all have so many different reasons of why you're all here. And just like all of our students have so many different reasons why they came to our bootcamp in the first place and took our course. For example, we have a student who did a PhD, but realized that he didn't have enough passion to finish it, and he wanted to learn how to code instead. We have a CEO and product manager of an own company that just wanted to learn the language of the developers he's been hiring and that he's been working with. We have a high school teacher from Lebanon, and he took the course just because he wanted to teach his students better and with the latest know-how. And actually, funny story, we have quite some romantic students this batch, because besides really wanting to learn how to code, they had a different motivation. They actually want to become remote and freelance developers in order to pursue their girlfriends who are either moving to a different city or who they're in a long-distance relationship with. Yes, very cute. Anyway, we have a lot of different reasons why they're here, but they all had one thing in common, which is change. They all wanted to change their lives and learn how to code. And we are all about change. Our mission at Wagon is to bridge the gap between business, creativity, and technology. And all of these three elements come together in the prototypes that our students are going to present you tonight, that they've only built in the last 2 weeks. That's right, just 2 weeks. Because in 9 weeks, they've learned everything. From coding basics, to database architecture, to front end, and to the framework Rails that we're using for Ruby. And not just that, because halfway through the bootcamp, each student had to present at least one idea that they had in mind for a product. We taught them how to think in solutions based on problems that they were facing in their day-to-day lives. We taught them how to create a plan to tackle these issues and to come up with a product. And these are the products that they've built in only the last 2 weeks. That's quite impressive. And I have to tell you, that takes a lot of commitment. And I'm inspired every day by these students because of the perseverance that they show us, the commitment, the motivation, the way that they are collaborating and helping each other to be better and come further along their process is really, really endearing to watch. And I'm also very inspired by the friendships that are built, even though they're all from so many different backgrounds. Here in Barcelona at Wagon alone, we've had over 150 graduates, all with their own unique story. We've had a waitress, a soldier, a farmer, a psychologist, and even in this batch we've had people from Lebanon, Colombia, South Korea, and a surprising large amount of Germans. Yeah, don't know why it was that. But again, they all had one big thing in common. Their goal was to change their lives and learn how to code. So, let's take a look at what we have in store for you tonight. These are the beautiful faces of all of our graduates tonight. Yeah. And I'm going to give you a little overview of the program of tonight. First up, we will have Noura with Jan, Julien, Sebastian, and Jack. Yeah, applause, applause, applause. Then we will have the app called Equip It with Gopal, Dojun, and Nicolas. Next up is LearnBox with Rafa, Jan, Nicolas, and Ula. Then we will have Porter with Henry, Jonathan, Dorian, and Kaspar. Then we will have Creator with Luisa, Luca, and Andre. Swap with Oriol, Corentin, Niels, and Tom. And last but definitely not least is No Cues with Tony, Lucy, Luca, and Armand. I think it's showtime, and the person who will be presenting all the different projects tonight is one of our teachers, Andy. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Ella. Hi, hello, hi. So many new faces here. It makes me a little bit nervous, but happy at the same time. My name is Andy. I was honored to be a teacher in this batch for the last 3 weeks. And it's hard for me to believe that for most of our students, just over 2 months ago, they wrote their first line of code. And today they are presenting this complex, sophisticated products that are up and running online. After the demos, you will be able to check them out yourselves on mobile phones or computers. And during this final stretch, final sprint of a bootcamp, they had just over 10 actual days of coding to implement their ambitious ideas from scratch. And I think they delivered. And today we will have 7 applications, lucky 7. So I think that commitment and determination alone deserves a big round of applause. Comes to you. And the first project that our students are presenting has to do with their future. Because you know the motto of Wagon is change your life, learn to code. So now when everyone learned to code, the question comes, what next? And skills taught here, they give freedom. Freedom to create, freedom to work on your own terms. So not surprisingly, a lot of alumni choose freelancing as a start of their careers. And we have 4 students here, Jan, Jack, Julien, and Sebastian, who are working hard for the last 2 weeks on an app that makes freelancing a breeze. So I give the floor to the Nura team.
So, hello everyone. Thank you to be here. It's kind of impressive. To be honest, I'm shaking a little bit, but I hope that everything will be fine. So, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Julien. I'm 25. I'm French. And 2 years ago, I became a freelance. And why did I become freelance? Basically because I wanted to work when I want. I wanted to work where I want. And also I wanted to choose my own project. So to sum up, I wanted to be young, wild, and free. It's a little bit the purpose. But really fast, I noticed that being freelance was way much more than this. I mean, when you are freelance, you have to deal with every part of a business. You have to do the accounting. You have to do... Well, you have to find your clients. You have to do all the legal documents. You have to do mainly everything. And I was 22. I felt really stressed and overwhelmed. So basically, the first thing I did was to go on Google and type tool for freelance. And I was right. I mean, actually, I found dozens of applications. I mean, after maybe 1 hour, I found maybe 100 applications that was useful for freelance. And I was like, I mean, it's insane. But if you're freelance, it's absolutely impossible to remember all those tools. And even if you remember, you will never know when to use it exactly. So is the reason why, way much better like this, is the reason why we created Nura. That is a website that you can find everything you need as a freelance and bookmark it. So let's take a look and see how everything is working actually. So here you can see a little preview of the application actually, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And I don't say this because I did it. So if you go a little bit down, if you scroll down, you can see how the application is working. So basically, you can find some tools, you can bookmark them, you can have real-time update, and you can also share them. if you can scroll a little bit down more, you will have a little preview of all the applications that you can find on Nura. So I know some of them, some of the one I don't know, but obviously it's a little bit the purpose also to discover new things. And I can sign up directly, but I did it yesterday, so for now it's not relevant. You are here to discover, so let's click on discover, I guess. So here we are on the welcome page. So you have to see Nura as an app store for freelance tool. Will be maybe more clear for you. So on the top, you have the features, the feature section. So you can see an app of the week. You can see some articles that would be useful for you as a freelance. And if you scroll down a little bit, here, you can see that there is already a lot of applications that are suggested for you. So you can see the name, the logo, the category, also the number of people that bookmark it. But obviously, we don't have too many users for now, so there is 0. But there will be a lot, I guess. And if you want more information, you just have to click on, yeah, let's say Trello. I love Trello, I know it. And here you will have all of this. So is all the information highlighted by Nura for freelancers. So you can see the category. You also can see the price, if you have to pay or not, basically. The rating given by the other freelancers. You can see a little description. So here you will understand really fast that Trello is something that makes project management easy and intuitive. If you scroll down, yeah, here you will have some screencasts so that you can imagine a little bit the user experience. It will be easy for you. And if you scroll down, you will see the reviews of other freelancers. So basically, me, I love this app, so let's give it a comment. Nice app. Will be easy to type. And put 5 stars. I really love it. So right now that I'm totally convinced by this app, I will add it to my favorites. Yeah, the big violet button. And I can see that it has been added down. So basically, these days, I'm working a lot on design projects. So I saw that there was some category over here. So maybe there is not everyone that can see it. Maybe like this better. Yeah. So yeah, I would like to go on design. And here, okay, let's put to a favorite the 5 and the first, yeah, this one as well, Hue Gradient and Colors. But I know them, they're good apps, you can trust me. And basically now you can go to our favorites. Perfect, so here you can see all the applications that you bookmark. They are also split into different categories so that you can find it easier when you will have a lot. And now you have a direct access to this application. So if we click on Trello, for instance, here it is, basically, yeah, there is my Trello, so you can have it directly. And if we come back on Nura, you can basically manage your application, so you can delete the ones that you don't want anymore. You can share it. So my friend Jack, that should be somewhere over here, I don't know where, but he's here, over there. He shared me all his application yesterday, so let's take a look on the link he sent me. Okay, so this is the application of Jack. I have access to it right now, and now I would like to save it to my favorites. That's perfect. So here I have almost everything. Perfect. But now I would like to give you a little preview, a little trailer of what will be Nura in the future. Currently, we're working on integrating all these applications to have real-time notification. So let's take a look and search for Google, for Gmail. Would be good. Perfect. So if you don't find an app, you can submit it. At least all the users will be able also to give us a little bit of content, which can be useful. And now you have another button, Get Real-Time Info. So let's click on it. Okay, so now you can see that basically Google is asking us the authorization to send all the data to Nura. So we are going to accept, obviously. And right now, if you scroll down, you can see that you have the live information. And basically, it's the purpose of everything. There will be Nura that will be here always for you to remind you to go to one of those websites. And to conclude, I would like to say that Nura is just not like another website. It's part of your whole Google experience because it's a Chrome extension. So if you click on the little N on the top, or if you just open a new tab, you will have Nura that will be here to say you to use the right tool in the right moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you. That was Nura, an app for freelancers. Our program, first of all, develops in our students the problem-solving mindset. Why is it important? Because, you know, so many things in the real world are yet to be solved by software. And with skills taught here, you are free to choose any problem that you see. And then with tools at your disposal and with skills, you start solving it. So this is exactly what our next team did. We have Gopal, Nicholas, and Dojan, who found a very specific need for businesses. Not all businesses will run into it, but those that will surely appreciate a solution. So I give you the next team, Equip It.
Hello, my name is Gopal. Recently, I was talking to a friend of mine who owns a construction business. He was telling me about a very particular pain that he had, and that was with the cost of his construction equipment. See, for each item that he had in his inventory, he was having to pay tens of thousands of dollars to buy it. See, when you're getting in construction equipment, you have two options. You can either get it new, which is a huge amount of money, tens of thousands of dollars, or you can get it used. The issue with getting it used is you save the money, but the risk that incurs is that your equipment might break in a week, in a month. It might last a couple of years, but there's no way to know when it will be good until. So this got me thinking, why not have a service where you can have construction equipment, you can list your construction equipment and rent from others in your community, and that way, if your construction equipment breaks, you can just return it to the person, they will fix it, and there's no risk on you. So this was the inspiration behind Equip It, which is equipment rentals at the click of a button. So if you come to our homepage, you have the option to book equipment, but I don't actually want to do that quite yet because I don't know if I trust us. So I'm going to go to down a little bit, and it says that we can search our equipment, and then we select the equipment, and finally we enjoy the equipment with newfound peace of mind. But I'm not sure if I trust it quite yet, so I'm going to go down a little bit farther, and it says that we have some user feedback from this guy, Fred Randall from F&R Construction. You know, looks like a reputable guy, most incredible service he's ever used, okay? And then we've also been featured in large publications such as Business Insider and the Huffington Post. So, I'm pretty convinced. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna book equipment. And here we have a list of all the equipment that's available. We also have a map where it's available in the world. And so for me right now, I am looking for a bulldozer in Valencia. So I'm going to go ahead and put Valencia into the search bar. OK, that's not quite what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go to category. I'm going to put in bulldozer for my category. And it looks like we have two in Spain. I'm going to go for the one in Segovia. And I'm going to choose to book it from the... Let's go tomorrow, the 8th, until the 15th. And so now I'm going to choose to have it delivered to me in Valencia. And book the equipment. And here, as you see, we have it in our bookings. And so next, I actually have a piece of equipment that's my own that I want to list. It's an excavator, so I'm going to go ahead and go to list equipment. I'm going to put in an excavator. And the address is in Valencia. And an excavator is a pretty expensive piece of equipment. It's super technical, so I'm going to go ahead and do 600 euros a day. I think that I'll be able to do it for that. And then the capacity is 10,000 kilograms. And for the category, it is an excavator. And so I'm going to add equipment, a picture of it, so they know that it is a reputable piece of equipment right there at the top on the right. And create my equipment. In Valencia. So next time you are in the market to either list a piece of construction equipment or you're looking for some for your next project, think Equip It first. Thank you.
Thank you, Gopal. Thank you. Thank you. So, as you know, our program takes 9 weeks. And as intense and challenging as those weeks are, let's be real, you cannot expect to learn everything there is to learn about web development in such a short time. Yeah? Real-world applications are incredibly complex, and if there is one thing that everyone here learned during the bootcamp, that is that in order to keep up with the industry, you should never stop learning. But how do you tackle a new and complex subject head on? So our next team of students, Jan, Nicholas, Ule, and Rafa, thought about that, and they created an application that sets learners on the right path. So I give the floor to LearnBox, and let's give a warm welcome.
So one of my life goals was to run across the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Last year, I happened to be in San Francisco in July for a competition, and I realized that it was going to be the last year that the marathon was going to cross the bridge because they were going to change the track. I actually impulsively bought a ticket on Craigslist, and I found out that I had a big problem. It had been 2 years since I gave up on running due to an injury. The longest distance that I had ever run was a half marathon, and there was only 1 month until the marathon. So I did what any reasonable person would do, and I asked my mom, and she said that I was crazy, so then I panicked. And what I actually did was I tried to research online of all the different ways that a person could possibly train itself and sustain and get the endurance for the marathon. I set up like a big Excel sheet of how each day was going to go down, and I applied basically some techniques in terms of like my diet and breaking down the lactic acid with ice baths. And I actually made it. Like I ran the marathon. This is the bracelet that I'm still wearing from there. I did it in 4 hours and 20 minutes. But there's actually something beyond that, and it's what if we could crowdsource the actual goals and tracks that people did to achieve that goal that have already been successful? This question kept sparking on my mind, and as we went in this week of project at Wagon, we actually decided to create a LearnBox. LearnBox is a platform where you can figure out the path that other people have taken to success and kind of like do the same checklist and kind of like edit it on your own if you want. So it's a very simple process. You browse on the goals that we're going to do right now, and you pick the one that you want, and then you import it. And I think there's something beyond that, which is the world is rapidly evolving. In this society that is changing to technology, I think that the winners are not going to be the people that pick the right job or work in the right company, but are going to be the ones that are able to learn and adapt fast to any kind of environment and change. And we want to just enable all of that. So if we click on Start a Goal, we can see that it's sorted out by the votes. So we can basically see what the community considers that is a better setup for the list. And for example, if we see the hard ones, we're going to see a filter where we can, for example, add the running a marathon. And maybe I also want to search, I don't know, learning a language. I think that's a really cool thing to do now that we live in a multicultural society. So we can add that. And if we check on our dashboard, what we're going to see is that those goals are now imported. I can check on the list. Let's see maybe like the marathon. It says 14 hours. It has 1 vote. I don't think this guy actually prepared, whoever created this goal. So let's go back. I'm going to erase it. Let's go back to my goals. Yeah. Oh, wait. You're going to erase the other one. Yeah. Erase the marathon. And let's actually do something with learning a new language, right? I think when it comes to learning a new language, I think let's check the task. I think they look reasonable. But there's one thing, if you have never used Duolingo, which is use Duolingo. Works really amazing. So we could perhaps add that. Duolingo, like download Duolingo. It's going to take me 1 hour plus 4 hours that I'm going to use the application and figure out if it's the right thing for me. We can see that it's now updated on our tasks, and we can see the time that is available there. So if you click a task as done, let's click Duolingo as done, for example. We can see that it's now updated on the database. And as we go back to my goals, I see the hours remaining that I have for that task and the actual goals that I have completed. But there's something more. I think when you want to set a long-term goal, one of the biggest problems is like the daily implications of not following up on that goal. So we actually built a coach for that, to help you achieve your goals and figure out what little things you can do every day to get that. So if we click on the coach, we also decided to do it on Messenger because we felt like it's a platform that everyone uses every day. So it's also an easy point to check for our users. So we have the tablet, let's click on yes. Let's see what happens. And what you're gonna see is, hopefully, if it debugs correctly this time, the interaction is gonna send us an inspirational quote by Chia LeBouf. And it's also gonna remind us for the task that we have for that day. And we also can use this as a way, if the user is subscribed to the Messenger, to pull it back to our own platform and come where it all began, which was the intention that he had initially, which was to achieve the goals. And I think the next steps for us are basically integrating payments in terms of making sure that you pledge an amount of money to a goal so that you lose it if you don't make it, and actually crafting a bit more the design so this is a platform that's ready to launch. When it comes to doing your own goal, I think there's very little that I personally can do for you because it's you who has to put the work. But if you're looking to start one, here's the right platform to do it. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Great job. Great job. LearnBox. That was LearnBox. So our students, they come from all walks of life and all over the world, but there is one exception. Jonathan, Kasper, Henry, and Dorian, they all come from Germany. And they came here together as friends, actually. It also happens rarely, with an idea to do their own product. And they were working on a product that saves time, nerves, and money when you're dealing with logistics. And they are looking to disrupt the delivery industry the same as Uber disrupted transportation or Airbnb hospitality. So please welcome on stage the team Porter.
Good evening, everyone. Let me start telling you a little story what happened to me this year. I was on my way to Frankfurt, and I was sitting on the train when I was recognizing, oh, I forgot my key to my apartment. When I realized that, I was standing in front of my apartment, no chance to get into that apartment. It was a Sunday night, it was cold. I just called a friend and asked him, please, buddy, could you help me out? And he had the idea, I'm gonna pick that key for you, go to the train station, and ask someone if he could take the key with you. And this worked out perfectly. So we as a team had the idea to offer a platform which connects travelers and people who want to send packages. So in our opinion, Porter is gonna be the new way of delivery. You just have to find a porter, give him your item, and he's gonna send that item to the person you want to send it to. So why should you become now a porter? Well, actually that's pretty easy. I think every one of you is, for example, traveling or commuting, but if you want to have a cheaper trip, just take that package with you and earn some easy money. And on the other hand, why should you send a package with Porter? Because it's way cheaper than a normal courier. It can be done in hours. Also on a Sunday evening, you still can send a package because there are travelers all the time. And on top of that, you also give our planet some rest because you're using someone who is doing this trip anyway. So why should you use a normal courier? And this is Porter. And now I'm going back to the situation when I forgot my key, and my friend Jonathan is doing that journey with Porter now.
Hey guys. So I'm in Munich right now, and I have the key of Dorian. He forgot them, as he said. So a pause would just take too long. He wants to sleep in the apartment tonight, not tomorrow. So it doesn't make sense to use the pause. And a courier is way too expensive. So let's just use Porter. So the origin is Munich. The destination would be Frankfurt because he's studying over there. After that, we just need to select the size. It's just a key, so XS would be fine for that. And then we can find a porter. Awesome. So we find 6 available porters. We could just scroll through them. Some of them are more expensive. Some of them are, the duration is longer. So whatever, let's just sort out the cheapest one for now. That would be Andre Pappert. He's 24 years old. The package will arrive in Frankfurt at 10:45, which is perfect. And it just costs 8 euros. And the maximum size of the packages is S. We just need XS, so that fits perfectly. Let's select him. All right. So he's saying that he's taking the train tonight to Frankfurt, and he can only deliver XS and S, so that's perfect. Then let's select the size again. It will be XS, and let's add a small description for him so that he knows what is in the package. It would be a key for that example, and then let's add the package. All right, over here you can see all the important information again. So Andre Pappert is going to deliver the package. It costs 8 euros. He's arriving at 10:45, and it's an XS package. And now we just need to enter the receiver information because he needs to know which person he has to get the package, and that's Dorian in this case. So it's dorian@gmail.com. And additionally, we just need to enter phone number as well. So it's 0173826009. Awesome. So let's leave a note for the porter as well. Let's just say it's very, very urgent, and please be careful with our package. Awesome. So now we just need to accept the terms and the conditions of porter, and then we can book our porter. So the booking is complete. We can go to our dashboard and see all the important information for the journey. So it's Andre Pappert. We'll see his phone number so we can contact him. And the handover of the package is taking place in 1 hour and 24 minutes. And actually, the problem is solved.
Thank you, Jonathan. And if someone may be thinking now, is it hard to offer a trip like this? No, it's not. You just have to add a journey. And you just can, let's say I'm traveling back from Frankfurt to Munich, and I'm going to take the bus. So I don't have that much space with me, so I say I just take an XS package, and I'm gonna charge like $5. I think that sounds fair. And I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning, so let's say the 8th, and it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's gonna take me like 3 hours, so I will arrive in about at 11 o'clock in the central station. So I had a good experience with Porter, happy to help, for example. So just click add a journey, and that's done. So we are happy to present you Porter, and actually be ready to sign up, join the Porter team, earn some easy money, and we hope you liked our idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorian. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Some very pleasing German accent right there. Mine is Russian, by the way. Okay, so in 2018, we actually browsed the web and we explore it completely differently from the way we did it even 3 years ago. Right now, the majority of visitors of any website, they come from mobile devices. And our next teams, they all hopped on this mobile-first Wagon, and they are going to be presenting their applications on their smartphones. And our first mobile showcase is brought to you by Luca, Luisa, and Andre. They've been working hard on an application that takes a lot of hints from dating apps that we all know and love, and some of us use. And, but their application caters to an entirely different need. A desire to find a partner, but not in life, but in business, in entrepreneurship. And Andre, who is going to present, he has a very personal story to tell. So I give the floor to team creator.
Thank you. Sometimes a life-changing event is just one match away. 4 years ago, I decided to travel the world. Eventually, I traveled to Australia, and I started to use Tinder. You know, I swiped a bit through Tinder, and eventually I matched. I matched with a beautiful woman, Louisa, and fast forward to today. We are here together in this bootcamp. Because, you know, sometimes your life can change with just one match. This is the very core foundation why we built Creator. But on Creator, you're going to find your next investor. On Creator, you're going to find a mentor for your project, or even your next job opportunity. So let's explore how it works. Start matching. You're going to sign up. Probably going to use Julian, because Julian is a cool guy, and you met him before. So, Julian, if I can ask you to come on stage, give it up for Julian. So yeah, you know, it's Julian. But Julian, what's your last name again? Can you help me? Anyone got that? Sorry, Julian, let's go with Frenchman for tonight. He's the founder of Nora, so that's going to be his title. Yeah, that's it. It's in the freelance market. And you are based in Barcelona, are you? Yep. Great, beautiful city. Good choice. All right, there we are. Let's take a picture, if you may. I think you're really presentative. If you like, let's take it with the crowd in the background. Yeah, all those beautiful faces. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, Julian. The next thing we're going to do, so all the members know what our actual goal is, we're going to describe it a bit. So, as you saw, Nora looks ready. It's a working product. And we're looking to find an investor, because we want to take it off the ground. Yeah, it's a whip-looking product. You better tell that. Cool, let's proceed to skills. I spent the last 9 weeks with Julian and another 25 awesome people, and Julian is really great in strategic thinking. So better at that goal. He's a great leader, trust me. He's really good. And he's good in business development. That's what he did the last 2 years as a freelancer. Here you can see, we also, you would have seen, but it's okay. You can also add your GitHub URL, your Dribble, and your LinkedIn, you know, because you want to know who this person is you're going to match with. So the next step is the final step. It's your goals. So we probably want to find an investor, so get investment. But if you want to invest in a project, you can also invest in a project and find ones. Find a mentor and hire. That is working. Cool. Let's start matching. There we have Jan. Jan is passionate, a global shaper, entrepreneur, and full-stack developer. Does that sound good? I'd probably match him, but let's see. Another full-stack developer needs to work on his picture, but yeah, let's skip him. Oh, that looks good. Looks like a manager and mentor of a startup portfolio. That sounds like what we need, right? And we just signed up, and maybe we are lucky and can match him. Let's see. Oh, he must be online. He just matched us. So cool. So let's text him. Let's tell him about our awesome project, and maybe he's gonna answer, and maybe we can meet him. Cool. In the meanwhile, we can check out his profile again. We just click on his avatar and scroll down a bit. And there, if you are interested, we can browse his social connections, his skills. He's good in fundraising, in growth hacking, all the important information you need nowadays to find out if a person can help you and is interesting for your interests. So let's go back and see. Maybe he answered already. Right, tomorrow. Sounds good. Guys, we built Creator with people like you probably in mind. We built Creator for the dreamers of today and the leaders of tomorrow. If that is you, I urge you to sign up, because remember, sometimes a life-changing match might be just one match away. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Andre. That was really That was really inspiring and touching. And that's the most beautiful love story of our bootcamp, that's for sure. Our next application is very similar in spirit to Creator that you've just seen, but the value proposition is entirely different. It allows people from all walks of life to exchange their skills and to find each other based on interests. And Uri, Niels, Tom, and the swap team, they came up with some complex matching algorithms that actually finds just the best match for you. So it's almost machine learning, I'd say. So I can't wait to see how it works. And let's welcome Team Swap on stage.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Is everyone doing okay? All right. I would like to start by sharing a personal story with you guys. It was back in 2008 where I decided I wanted to learn how to play the guitar. I kind of did that on my own, just picked up a guitar, started playing, used whatever resources were available on the internet, YouTube and whatnot. But that was obviously not a very effective process. Eventually I met this guy named Travis, who was a very skilled guitar player. And we started hanging out, we started jamming out, and every time we met up, he would transfer some of his skills to me. He would teach me something, right? Eventually, that became a much more efficient process than what I was doing before, and I ended up learning a lot, as well as I ended up bonding with him. So we ended up becoming really good friends. All of that was thanks to that common interest of ours. We both shared that passion for music, so we bonded. Now, back in 2018, my team and I were sitting down, and we were actually talking about this, and we were saying, how difficult is it to meet somebody with whom you share a common interest? So it is difficult. That's why we came up with this idea. We created a platform where you can meet other people with whom you can share your skills with. So we are very glad to present you with Swap, the #1 community for skill sharing. We're going to go ahead and sign up, as if it was the first time we were using the application. So let's go ahead and tap on that sign up button. Okay, we're going to prompt you, we're going to ask you for your name, your email, and password. So we'll just say Uri. Email at uri@gmail.com. Password, please don't look, it's confidential. Don't look, really. Okay, so the next step is a series of 4 steps, really straightforward, really simple. We are asking you this because we want to offer you the best user experience. So initially, we're just going to ask you for a profile picture that we're going to take right now, so other users can see what you look like. There we go. Very professional, awesome. Okay, the next step is going to be, what are my best skills? So I once received guitar. I'm ready to give that back to the community. So we'll input guitar for now. Awesome. The next step is going to be, what are you interested in? So we have to tell other people what we want to get in return from our skills. So for now, we are going to add technology, since I have been doing this coding bootcamp for the past 9 weeks, and I'm very into it. So technology will be our interest. And now we're going to move on to the final step, which is a description about myself. Just for the sake of the demo, we'll make it really short. Hi, I'm Uri, 28. I love music and tech. Awesome, and that is the final step. We're all done, and we are ready to start swapping. So we're going to go ahead and tap that button, see where that takes us. Okay, so here we get a curated list. Thanks to our matching algorithm, based on the skills we just input and the interests we input, we get a curated list of users matching what we just said, right? So we're going to go ahead and scroll down. And as you can see, this guy's interested in music, like I am. Let's keep scrolling. Okay. But now you may wonder, that's not many skills, so maybe this algorithm is not working very well. What if I want to add some more skills, some more interest that I forgot to add during the sign-up process? So we're going to go ahead and check out our profile on the bottom right section. Over there, we're going to be able to add more skills. So we're going to, there you go. And we're going to add tennis. I used to play tennis back in the day. I could teach a thing or two. And also, we will add biology. I was in the field of biomedical science, so I could teach a few things about that as well. Awesome. And finally, I have also been into the visual arts lately, so I'm going to add that interest. Also, as you can see, all our interests are updated automatically as we input skills, so that will improve our matching algorithm. Before we go back to the home page, we're going to go and check out that media tab, top right. Here we can add pictures of ourselves, so we can sort of prove, we can show other users what we can do, right? So we're going to go ahead and add a picture of myself, let's say, playing the guitar with my band and whatnot, so other people can see us. Awesome, let's hit that submit button. Let's go back to the media tab, and there we go. Other users can see that now. Okay, so we're ready to keep exploring. Let's go back to the home page. And here we are. As you can see, our list has been updated, and now we get better matches even. So we're going to go slowly down, scroll down, and see what users we can interact with. Okay, Alan seems like a nice guy. We're going to keep on going. Okay, she's got interest in sports as well. She's got some skills. I'm not really interested in that. Let's keep on going. Okay, let's see what Ricky has to offer. Well, that was fast. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, Casey, no, we're going to keep on going. Tracy, Roy, not quite sure. Alexander, how about Thomas Patton? He doesn't have a profile picture. Huh, funny. Well, let's go ahead and check him out. Oh, there's his profile picture. He's Tom from the Bay Area, and he can teach graphic design and photography, and he's hoping to learn more about science. How about that? Specifically biology. That's my guy. Let's scroll down, see. Okay, so that's what he's got. Cool, cool, cool. Let's check out his media section. Cool, so he's got some drawing skills. Assuming he took these pictures, he's a pretty good photographer, so he could teach me some visual arts. Awesome, let's go ahead and interact with him. So we're gonna go ahead and tap on that chat icon. Awesome, and we're gonna say, hey Tom, you wanna swap tomorrow? That's a cool word, swap. Awesome, let's see if Tom's around. Oh, that was quick. What a quick texter. Absolutely. Want to meet at the, noon at the W Barcelona? Absolutely. I'm down. Let's do it. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's close the deal down. And that's our first swap. It's ready for tomorrow. Before we go ahead and end this, we're going to move on to the last unexplored section of this app. On the bottom left section, the messages. And it looks like somebody has already texted us. This guy named Corey Bonneau. Let's go and check him out, see what he's got to offer. Hi, Uri, would you be interested in swapping guitar for origami? Okay, that was not really my plan, but why not, right? It would be a cool thing to learn. I've heard it's really relaxing, so why not? Let's go ahead and do it. I'll teach him some guitar. He can teach me some origami. We're going to close that deal down, and that's your second swap. Amazing. So that was it for today, people. Thank you very much. We will be adding new features shortly. We will be endorsing skills. We will be adding video upload and much more. So please stay tuned, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Uri. Thank you. That was swap. Okay. It's a sad moment. You know, our demo night is almost over. We have just one more presentation to show, and after that we're going to serve some refreshments and mingle, so Le Wagon turns into a bar. And what's the main problem with bars? Well, have you ever tried to grab that bartender's attention on a busy Friday night, you know, when the club or bar is full? What if, instead of working on your social skills, you could just use an application? Well, Luca, Lucy, Tony, and Herman, they delivered just that. And I can't wait to give the stage to No Cues.
Hi, everybody. Well, do you guys know that we spend about 4 years of our life by queuing? Did you know that? What would you do if I could give you 4 years of your life back? You, for example, what would you do? Traveling, that's good. That's what I would do. as 4 years is a very long time. Very, very long time. And I guess that your time is worth it. You shouldn't be wasting it in the queue. I have the key to give you those 4 years back, and it's called no queues. This is a problem solver for both users and businesses. As a business, you can track your sales, track your orders, implement the customer experience, customize orders and staff management. As a user, guys, there is no need to say that the less you wait for your drinks, the better, as you'll be partying more and more. And if I want to be completely honest with you, I can't be bothered to line up at the bar where everybody's squashing each other, arguing for whoever goes first. Let's just use the app. I'm going to walk you through, and please be with me. So by clicking the Go to the App button, I'm redirected to the main page. On the main page, you can see we are geolocated by the black pin. That's us. Along with us, all the bars nearby are geolocated too. And the application automatically connects you to the closest bar. As we are as close as we can to Wagon, we are connecting to Wagon drinks list. So just hit the enter button. And here we go. As you can see, the user experience is very easygoing, very friendly, and I'm very sure you've already used this. You've already seen this by using any Glovo, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, or Uber itself. I'm guaranteeing you, by 3 clicks, you'll be ordering your drinks, and that's awesome. But I'm not going to do that. I want my friend Uri to do that for me, as he's very, very nice guy, easygoing as the application here. So please hand him the phone over. And while this handsome guy over here is going to scroll up and down the menu, I'm going to drive you through the steps. As you see, scrolling up and down, the sections on the top bar are highlighting so that you know where you're at. But I'm wondering what this guy is asking. What are you ordering? What do you want? What do you feel like? Yes, you are in the gin section. That's kind of cool, but Bombay is not really my thing. But yeah, keep scrolling. You will have better options. Well, Hendrix is a good one, but still not mine and not yours, I guess. Really. So where are you going? Not Bifida, please. No. So where are you going? Oh, Bulldog. That's where you're heading. Bulldog is a good one. Good choice. What about one for me and one for you, right? We'll do it. Yeah. Tonic for both of us. As you can see, anytime you press the button plus, he's adding the drink to the trolley. Are we done with the ordering? We're done. So let's hit the cart button. And here we are on the checkout page. Do we want to double check your order? Is that what we... It's double checked. It looks good. That's our drinks, right? Yes. That's beautiful. So let's just confirm. Here we go. We are at the paying stage. I'm not going to let you pay. Drinks are on me. I'm paying. You're so kind. No worries. Just stick around and recollect your drinks. Here we are. It's not done yet, guys. So here we are paying. Keep note of the credit card details and just use it. It's Tony's credit card. He's paying. Here we are. We're placing our order. And from the bartending section over there, they can confirm that the orders went through. They got the order, we got the ticket. This is what you will get on your phone. The bartender, Rafa, is saying hello. This is what we get on the phone. As you saw before, the status is pending. Drinks got to the bar, but they haven't been made yet. What do? I just hang out with my friends. I just stick around, talk. I don't want to stay at the bar. I just wait, I don't know, in the dance floor. I dance a little bit, and then I wonder about my drinks. Oh, I checked the ticket again. The status is ongoing. What does it mean? They are making the drink. So let's get closer to the bar section. It's probably anytime soon, the status is gonna be turned into ready. And yes, Rafa the bartender is making the drinks. So let's wait for the 2 gin tonics to be done. In the meanwhile, I'm still dancing with my friends, trying to, stick around as much as I can, still waiting for my drinks to be done. But as you can see, it's not how long you wait. I don't care about waiting. but it's how you wait, guys. I don't want to wait at the bar. I don't want to be squashed. I just want to wait wherever I am in the club. When the drink is ready, I get a message. I get the ready status on my ticket, and I can recollect the drinks at the bar. As you can see, please get your drinks. One for me too. Cheers. Cheers. Sorry guys, but that's a very good one. Actually, Bulldog is very good. You can have as much as you want later on. As I was saying, we got the status ready. That means drinks are ready. Now, yes, they delivered the drink to us, but what you would do at this very stage, you got a QR. You go to the bar, you scan the QR, the bartender recognizes you are the person who placed the order, you get your drinks. End of the story. That's it. But what's going to happen if you're too drunk? What's going to happen if the bartender recognizes you can't be drinking anymore, guys? Because unfortunately, that's going to happen. The drink is going to be rejected. That means I've been drinking too much. No more time for me on the app. Time is up. It's your time to check it. You can just browse to knockyousUp.com from your smartphone. It's up and going. And we are trying to implement the iOS and Android platforms by the end of the year. And what's very important for you to know is that we're not just sticking to nightclubs and bars. We want to move it to restaurants, coffee shops, theme parks, and supermarkets. But that's the next stage. So on this very stage, we're focusing on nightclubs. We are thinking about launching next month in Pacha. So if you stick around, just be sure you'll be using the app, you'll be coming to the party, and you'll be enjoying Knock Yous Up. Thank you all.
Cheers, guys. It's almost time for us to enjoy a really nice drink as well. I just want to thank all of the students and the presenters for giving us these awesome and very entertaining pitches. It's almost time for our students to hop off the wagon. But before they do so, of course, all of these projects could not have happened without having a very strong and kick-ass team behind Le Wagon. I would very much like to welcome the teachers and TAs who are here tonight to the stage. And let's give a little bow, or what are we gonna do? Huh? And let's give a little bow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much, guys. One last thing. Our next batch is going to be number 199. It's going to start on the 15th of October. The applications are still open. And if you would like more info, please come to me and we can talk over a drink, because I'm pretty sure it's damn time for that. Let's have some beers and some burgers, and thank you all so much for coming.